Chapter 1 Natural Resources and Their Use. Complete question answers from Grade 8 subject Social Science. The big questions. Question 1. How do we categorize natural resources? Answer. We can categorize natural resources in two main ways. Based on use, essential for life like air, water, food, materials like wood, marble, coal, energy like sunlight, wind, petroleum. Based on renewability, renewable resources like solar energy, forest, water, non-renewable resources like coal, oil, minerals. Question 2. What is the connection between the distribution of natural resources and different aspects of life? Answer. Natural resources are not evenly distributed, which affects many things. Human settlements grow where resources are found. Industries are set up near resources, providing jobs. Conflicts may arise due to unequal access, like river water disputes. Trade and development depend on resource availability. Question 3. What are the implications of unsustainable use, overexploitation of natural resources? Answer. Overuse of resources leads to depletion of natural resources like groundwater falling in Punjab, loss of biodiversity and soil degradation, pollution of air, water and soil, climate change due to industrial waste and deforestation. We must use resources in a wise and balanced way to protect nature. Think about it. Page 3. Take a pause, look at yourself and the things around you. What is the origin of each of them? At some point, they all led to nature, even the plastic button on your shirt. Answer. Everything around us comes from nature in some way. Plastic is made from petroleum, a natural resource. Wooden furniture comes from trees. Food comes from soil, water and sunlight. Even metal, cloth and paper originate from natural materials. So nature is the base of all human needs. Think about it. Page 4. What might be the different criteria we can use to categorize natural resources? Answer. We can use these criteria, how we use them for life, for materials or for energy, whether they can be renewed, renewable or non-renewable, where they come from land, soil, minerals, water, rivers, seas or air, wind. Their origin, biotic, from living things or abiotic, from non-living things. Don't miss out page 6. Do you know of other traditional practices that help the ecosystem to stay in balance? Answer. Yes, here are some. Avoiding fishing during breeding seasons like with tuna fish. Planting trees during festivals, example Van Mahotsav. Worshipping rivers and trees, which helps in conserving them. Crop rotation and organic farming help maintain soil fertility. Collective water storage in village ponds. Let's explore page 7. Identify human actions in your surroundings that result in nature losing her ability to restore and regenerate. What types of interventions can be undertaken to restore nature's cycle? Answer. Human actions causing harm, cutting trees for buildings, polluting rivers with garbage, overusing water in farming, using chemical fertilizers. Interventions to restore nature, plant more trees, afforestation, use water wisely, adopt organic farming, clean and reuse water, reduce pollution and waste. Let's explore page 8. Take up a small research study to assess the types of renewable resources in your region. You may discuss with your teacher the geographical area of your study and sources to access information that you may need. What has been the change in their status over time? Make a small report that identifies the reasons for the change and what may be done. Answer. Region Western Maharashtra. Renewable resources, solar energy, wind, river water. Change over time. River water levels have reduced due to overuse. Solar panels are being used more. Reasons for change. Overuse of water for crops. Government support for solar energy. Suggestions. Promote rainwater harvesting. Use drip irrigation. Spread awareness about renewable energy. Next question. What are the non-renewable resources that you use daily, directly or indirectly? What are the possible renewable substitutes? What are some of the steps we can take to transition to renewables? Answer. Daily used non-renewables, petrol in vehicles, electricity from coal plants, plastic made from petroleum. Renewable substitutes, electric vehicles, solar charged, solar and wind energy, biodegradable packaging. Steps to transition: use public transport or cycles, install solar panels at home, say no to plastic bags and bottles. Let's explore page 9. Observe the map in figure 1.11. Notice the uneven distribution of important minerals. What types of resources are available in your region? How are they distributed? Answer. Region: Eastern Madhya Pradesh. Available resources: coal near Singaroli, iron ore near Bailadila. Distribution: resources are found in specific belts, not evenly spread across villages. Impact: industries and towns developed near mining areas. Employment, but also deforestation and displacement. Let's explore page 10. Select any two natural resources. Gather information about their availability across different parts of India. Mark them on a map. What do you observe about their distribution? What are the types of economic activities connected with them? Answer. Selected resources: first coal, second iron ore. Availability in India: coal found in Jharkhand, Jharia, Bokaro, Odisha, Talcher, Chhattisgarh, Korba, West Bengal, Raniganj. India has the fifth largest coal reserves in the world. Iron ore found in Odisha, Keonjhar, Mayurbhanj, Chhattisgarh, Bailadila, Karnataka, Bellary, Kudramukh, Jharkhand, Singhbhum. Observations on distribution: these resources are not evenly distributed. They are concentrated in specific mineral belts, mostly in eastern and central India. Connected economic activities: coal, power plants, cement industries, steel industries. Iron ore used in steel production, machinery, transport industry. Both minerals support mining, transportation and employment generation. Question 2. Discuss the implications of extracting the natural resources in those parts of current and future generations. Suggest ways in which we can use nature's gifts in responsible ways. Answer. Implications of over extraction: short-term benefits, job creation, economic development, infrastructure growth. Long-term problems: environmental damage, deforestation, pollution, health hazards for nearby people, displacement of local communities, depletion of resources for future generations. Responsible use suggestions: reforestation after mining, use energy efficiently and reduce waste, develop alternate energy sources, solar, wind, ensure strict pollution control laws, involve local communities in decision making. Next question. Find out about such a conflict in the international context. Discuss your findings in the class. Answer. International resource conflict example: conflict over Nile River water, Egypt, Sudan and Ethiopia. Cause: Ethiopia's construction of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD on the Nile River. Concern: Egypt fears that it will reduce water flow to its people who depend on the Nile for 90% of their water. Result: disputes and international negotiations between the countries. Lesson: natural resources shared across borders can cause tensions. International cooperation and treaties are needed for peaceful and fair use of shared resources. Let's explore page 11. What do you think are the different inputs required to enable the use of the natural resources available in different geographical areas? Answer. Important inputs required: A. Technology, machines and tools to extract and process resources like drills, tractors, turbines. B. Skilled human labor, trained workers to operate machines and manage resources. C. Capital, money, investment to build industries, mines or renewable energy systems. D. Infrastructure, roads, railways, electricity and communication for transport and trade. E. Good governance, laws and policies to ensure fair use and avoid exploitation. F. Knowledge and research, scientific studies to ensure sustainable use. Conclusion: without these inputs, even resource-rich areas remain underdeveloped. Wise planning is needed to turn natural wealth into long-term prosperity. Questions and activities. Question 1. What can make what is today a renewable resource non-renewable tomorrow? Describe some actions that can prevent this from happening. Answer. A renewable resource can become non-renewable if it is used too fast or misused. For example, if we cut trees faster than they grow, forests will vanish and not regenerate. Actions to prevent this: use resources sustainably at a slow and balanced rate, replant trees after cutting, avoid pollution of water, air and soil, follow traditional conservation practices like seasonal fishing bans. Question 2. Name 5 ecosystem functions that serve humans. Answer. 5 important ecosystem functions. First, purification of air. Trees release oxygen. Second, pollination of crops by bees and insects. Third, water filtration by forests and wetlands. Fourth, soil formation and protection by roots and organic matter. Fifth, climate regulation. Forests absorb carbon dioxide. These are called ecosystem services that benefit human life. Question 3. What are renewable resources? How are they different from non-renewable ones? What can people do to ensure that renewable resources continue to be available for our use and that of future generations? Give 2 examples. Answer. Renewable resources are those that can replenish naturally over time. Example: sunlight, wind. Non-renewable resources are limited and take millions of years to form. Example: coal, petroleum. How to protect renewable resources: use water and forest wisely, adopt clean energy like solar and wind, do not pollute natural sources. Examples of good use: using solar panels for electricity, planting trees after cutting for timber. Question 4. Identify cultural practices in your home and neighborhood that point to mindfulness in the use of natural resources. Answer. Examples of cultural practices: worshipping trees like peepal or tulsi helps protect them, using earthen pots for storing water, natural cooling and eco-friendly, saving water during rituals, reusing clothes and materials instead of throwing them away, avoiding plastic during festivals by using leaves and clay items. Question 5. What are some considerations to keep in mind in the production of goods for our current use? Answer. Important considerations: use eco-friendly materials like mud, bamboo, recycled items, reduce pollution during production, factories must treat waste, avoid overuse of natural resources, promote local and sustainable products, respect traditional methods that protect nature like organic farming. The aim is to meet today's needs without harming future generations. So friends, we have completed all these question answers from chapter 1, natural resource and their use. We have already studied the short notes, summary and important keywords from this chapter. You can find the link in the description and on the screen. If you like the video, kindly like, hype the video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.